Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. Okay, we are in my February 2020 daily creative journal or creative daily journal or whatever you want to call it. Okay, I use lots of tucks, tags, and pockets in here. I love this way of journaling. I know last year I did a collaboration with Joie de Vie, and I'll put all the links below regarding that. And we collaborated on ideas for journaling in 2020. So, this is the book that I'm using. Okay, it's an illustrated dictionary that I upcycled, recycled, however you want to call it, and made my own book. I put 2 signatures in for 2 months. Each of my books holds 2 months. And if I didn't say already, if you want to learn how to make one of these books, then check the description box below. The link to the playlist will be in there. So this is where we left off. So let's just get going. Okay, on this day here, this was fun, okay? It's a pocket. Let me get all this stuff out of it. Okay, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Okay, so here's the background paper. This is one pocket here. This is another pocket of book text, and this is another pocket right here, okay? This whole page was inspired by Pam at the Paper Outpost. I will leave her link below. She also has a Facebook group that I belong to. I'll put that link below as well. And yeah, this is from a magazine. Obviously, this is book text. I get this purple on here by crinkling the paper, flattening it out, rubbing an ink pad on top. And then this right here was a map paper, and it was so cool. As I was looking through the book, I found where the house, like where I grew up, on the map. And I was born and raised there. So yeah, I didn't move out until the day I got married. And then all these tags go inside. So I got this lovely piece in a Happy Mail from my sweet friend Barbara over in the UK. Okay, so my dad and his wife made it down. We had a nice visit, caught up on everybody's goings on. Yeah, they didn't get to see the kids because they came on a Thursday, and both my kids were at work. So hopefully next time they plan their visit, they will come on a weekend when everybody can visit together. So, and poor Big Handsome, he fell asleep. He just was not feeling well. Why don't you get a haircut? You look like a chrysanthemum. Oh gosh, this must have been about my son. He had a mop on his head, but of course I thought it was cute as all get out. And but yeah, I guess he wanted his hair cut. So why he has a job, for crying out loud. Why he does not go to a barber and just pay the $10 to get a haircut is beyond me. But he comes home and he wants me to cut his hair. I don't cut hair, so that gives you an idea of how things turn out, okay? Oh gosh. Oh, heavens to Betsy. So, and then this, I got this out of a book and made it into a tag. And it's just, I hope it's not too glary. It's just a really cool picture of, a window. Why? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, this talks more about my dad and my stepmom coming for a visit. Spent my whole morning finishing cleaning up. Big Handsome spent his morning on the boat, making sure, fixing the trailer, the lights, exchanging the other light, all of that. It was up at our north house. The boat was up at our north house. So it was crazy windy out. Yeah. So that's that one. And then this is from, let's see, even when someone knocks your confidence down a peg. Okay, follow your inner moonlight. So that's from another book that I got that has a bunch of just different quotes in it. I love the way that this turned out, in all honesty. I put a quote by Anne Frank on it. Think of all the beauty that is still left in and around you, and be happy. Okay, the background here is a gorgeous napkin that my sweet sister Karen from down under sent me. So I just made this because I thought it was pretty. Yeah, I just used it as a tip-in. Oh, wait, no, it's an envelope. So let's see if I can get this out of here. Okay, today was going great until people. All right. This is me yelling, hey, Trainwreck, this isn't your station. This must be about our tenants, okay, or our ex-renters, all right, that have now been gone. They've been vamoosed. So love mankind. It's the people I can't stand. I believe that treating other people well is a lost art. Oh my gosh, boy, I was in a mood. Let me tell you, okay, when some things go wrong, take a moment to be thankful for the things still going right. Okay, so this was my reminder page. Holy cow, look at all that color. This must have been like it feels like a piece of jelly print that I pasted onto the back of this card. And okay, so again with the eviction. So now we had to do, like, if you've ever evicted anyone, unfortunately, there is a process. So you have to like go through the hoops, right? So we were still doing that. Yeah, the whole situation has just been so stressful, and having to go back and forth, not knowing if we were going to have to get the sheriff's department involved. It was a flippin' nightmare, but it's over with now, so that's good. That is good. Okay, so this just slips into here. I left this here. This was actually a page in the book, and I probably should have just stayed here in bed. All right. Okay, so let's see here. I must have gotten my January stickers from Sweet Brook. And so I always put her art that she sends on the envelope. I always cut it out and make it into a pocket. Here's her little note. I always keep her invoices in my book. And then again, I have these little books that I got at like a thrift store, and it's like 140 pages of these quotes, so I really enjoy them. Follow the pattern of the sound words. What? Heard. Okay. That must be like yeah, that's okay. Hello, 2 Timothy. So that's a verse right there from the Bible that I needed to keep my mind on. So worked in my room. Big Handsome, oh my goodness, yeah. He started working on mulching the front garden area, and it looks so much better. And he was so proud of his work. Yeah, it looks great. Now if I can just get my yard guys to kill the weeds every time they come. Ay, ay, ay. We spent the rest of the day relaxing together and watching TV. Yeah. Okay, so that was that. That was a long thing. Okay, this is a tag from, it was a super windy day. I found this great illustration in a children's book and just turned it into a tag, backed it with some of my food coloring dyed paper, and just made a tag out of it. So up and at him early this morning, went and got more mulch. Okay, so Big Handsome, he like went crazy. Okay, this was so funny. I don't know if you guys, if you guys have kids or grandkids or whatever, if you've ever heard of the book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and it goes on and on from there. So in this case, it was if you give a mouse or man some mulch. Holy cannoli, folks, can I tell you. My husband started out in a small patch in our front garden, and then he moved to the backyard, and he was just on a mulching frenzy. Okay, there's somewhere in here. Okay, at this point, he started out with 16 bags of mulch, and then it turned into 80 plus bags of mulch. I mean, in the end, it was over 100 bags of mulch. Okay, crazy. So while he was doing that outside, I filmed and scheduled 5 flip throughs for when we're down south, so that I had videos for you guys. And all the gems went to the shooting range and had fun together. And then the kids brought back Popeyes for dinner, so that was sweet. Oh, and I watched some of Selena's live sales. So that is Amore Fabriques, and I'll put her link below. This is from a children's book. Yeah, it just is yards, landscaped yards, because my husband was working on that kind of stuff. Okay, so here on this page, for some reason, we had a power outage twice. And this blue paper here, this is the original page to the book, right? I used my Recollections watercolor crayons, love them to death, and used a baby wipe and smushed them all around, put some green down here, and then, gradated, or however you say it, up to the top with blue. And I drew in these power lines. For some reason, we had a power outage twice this day, and it was for a couple hours each time. And my assumption is because they're working on the main road out by our house. And so maybe they hit something. So this is from a children's book, all this about electricity. I drew this little power thing. And so here is a picture of our backyard. Let's see. This is like the before picture back here by the fence. This is the after picture with it all mulched in. This is like beside, on our, like side yard. And then this is it mulched. So it looks so much better. Big Handsome did a fabulous job, okay? And then I'm pretty sure my girlfriend, Allison from AJ's Inspired Life, put this up, and I just loved it, so I printed it out. One day when my children are grown, I hope they still come through the front door without knocking. I hope they head to the kitchen for a snack and slump on the sofa to watch TV. I hope they come in and feel the weight of adulthood leave them, for they are home. For my children, my door will forever be open. And that is so the case in this house. My son comes over a few times a week. And I mean, why would he knock? This is his home, He has his own house, but this'll always be his home. So yeah, sweet Allison put this up. And yeah, I hope that my gems always feel that way. They are always welcome. Okay, so Up and Atom, again, this is a piece of, this looks like paper that I received from Christy Biddleston, sweet Christy Biddleston. She dyed it. I backed it onto a note paper pad. And so Up and Atom, Big Handsome was, he started on mulching again. Okay. Let's see. Then Sunshine was coming over for something. Okay, so he was waiting for Sunshine to come over, but then Sunshine called with a flat tire. So Big Handsome went out and rescued him, and then they dropped his truck off at the shop because he needed new tires anyway, so it really wasn't a bad thing. And then, let's see. My husband must have gone up with Sunshine to get his latest weapon acquisition. So if you don't know, my son he's a weapons collector, so at any rate. I stayed home through some laundry and worked on my boho journal. Film ramble session. Was this a Monday? Where's my date? Yeah, it was a Monday. So let's see. Didn't get back on until 5 p.m. I don't know. Okay. So I had issues uploading my video, I guess. And then on the way home, the guy stopped to get even more mulch. Holy cow. That mulching project just got out of hand. But it looks fabulous. It really does. So that was that. The power was off and on throughout the day. So that was that. And then here is another one of those little cards that I just tipped in because I liked what they both had to say. This is just a little cluster I made out of some Happy Mail. I believe this came from Allison. This came from my sweet friend Heidi. She's in the water now, so we must have gone down to the Keys and put the new boat in the water. Stop doing this to your pictures. I am thankful for laughter. I don't know who put this online, but I thought it was hilarious. It's like, when you're all wrinkled and stuff, and then you put filters and all that to like make you look like you don't look. Like if you're gonna take a selfie, just take a selfie, dang it, okay? There is a reason why you don't see very many selfies of me. Yeah. So let's see. Love flavored teas. I love sugar and milk in mine. I had some raspberry tea. I always enjoy a spot of hot tea in the evenings. That was a horrible accent, but it was supposed to be British. Okay, so we headed down south for who knows how long. Not in a rush. Okay. The dock guys were coming to finish up with the bumpers, so we were trailering the boat down to put her in the water and bring her over to our house down there. Launching the boat, trailering it and launching it always gives me anxiety. I just can't stand it. I hate it. So, oh my gosh, yeah. So we get down to the house and I go out to unlock the shed, which is one of the first things I always do. And this horrible stench was coming from the shed. Yep, I opened the door and the entire bait freezer had thawed out. For some reason, I don't know what happened. I think it ended up, my husband finally found that like the switch, needed to be reset or something, like it tripped. I don't know what happened, but holy cannoli. Okay, it was horrible. Horrible. All right, so anyway. Um Okay, so we did launch the boat. Hate launching the boat. Big Handsome drove it around to our canal and then came and picked me up at the boat ramp. And we had to dock at our neighbor's dock because the dock guys never showed to put our bumpers in. So anyway, that was that. That was a fun page. So that was that. And then we were down south. So these pages here I actually did while we were down south. So let's see. Okay, from this right here, I know, okay, still drinking hot tea. I know that from these right here, I must have gone to Salvation Army because these were some Stampin' Up stamps that I had gotten for, you know, a couple bucks. I couldn't pass them up because I love botanicals. And then this came from like a book of quotes and stuff, and it was cute. We do not stop playing because we're old. We grow old because we stop playing. So, excuse me, woke to the dogs barking and whining to go out. Oh my gosh, they are still doing that to this day, can I tell you? Okay, so Big Handsome had already left hours before to get some fishing in. Yeah, so he was gone. He was gone fishing. So I spent my morning working on my pages. Yes, in my current book, no less. Okay. Yeah, I did. And then I figured out like I didn't pack all the supplies that I would use at home, but it kind of makes me a little bit more creative, I guess, because I have to use only the stuff that I bring, you know? So that was that. And I think Beauty Queen was going to and from. So she was staying with us down south, but commuting to work up north, which is no big deal. I was feeling super anxious all morning. I don't know. I don't know why. Um, he did more fishing than catching, yeah, but he loves being out on the water, so. And yeah, I would have gone with him fishing, but I'm not such a happy person at 5 a.m., which is when he likes to go. So, and he said that it was pretty bumpy out there, so I wouldn't have liked it anyway. It was breezy out, found some goodies at Salvation Army. Um, let's see. Okay, Beauty Queen had let us know that her boyfriend had his interview, so he was trying to get a job out where my son works, where my husband did work. And yeah, so I texted him some encouragement earlier because I knew that he was nervous. You know, he was going in to interview for a job. So, oh my gosh. And then this was funny too. So I don't know. He probably won't appreciate me putting this on YouTube, but that's fine. So he was in his interview, right? And the interviewer, excuse me, asked him how he knew Sunshine, my son, you know? And so my daughter's boyfriend said, he's a good friend and his sister is my fiance. Okay. Okay. Can I tell you to this day, right now, talking right now, there is no ring. I mean, they're not, yeah, it was just super hilarious, okay? And so when he told my daughter that, of course, she was very surprised to know that she was engaged, you know? And then when he came down, we were just laughing. Oh my gosh, it was super super honey. It was super funny. And yeah, he just, you know, my daughter was like, what were you thinking, you know? And he was like, I was just so nervous. I didn't know what else to say, you know? Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. So here, this is actually artwork that I found in a magazine when I was down south. And she is actually featured, these are like her journal pages. She's actually featured in an art studio down in the Keys. So yeah, I might have to look her up again. So don't let others steal your joy. Yes. Okay. So this is a picture of my husband driving our boat down the canal. And there she is. The dock guys finally came. They put the bumpers in. And there she sits where she belongs. So my husband was very happy about that. This is one of the artist's things, you know, in her, like, I guess it's poetry or something. So from a local artist in Isla Mirada, Yeah, so I don't know. I'll have to look it up and see. So woke up so tired I stayed up way too late, beginning a headache. That's always fun. Hope it's not V1, which means it would be turn into a migraine and I would have it for like 3 days. So the dock guys came, they put the bumpers and the cleats on. We watched TV, cleaning out the shed, ay, 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 because it had thawed out and it stank so badly. Oh my goodness. Okay. And that was about that. That was about that. Okay, so I'll stop on the next page here. All right, this I got out of a calendar, I think, like a real estate person's calendar. So, gone fishing, and so maybe I went too. I don't know. This is a notepad paper. Again, I glue them together to give me a front and back surface to write on. Oh, I didn't go fishing. So I woke to find Big Handsome and Beauty Queen had gone fishing. So this was a Friday. She must have had the day off. I wasn't feeling so hot. So, okay, I had some drama the day before, and that's what happened. All right, that's why I was not feeling well, because drama always stresses me out. So I try to stay very far away from it. Okay. And then I talked to my beautiful sister-in-law. So that was nice. And then Big Handsome and Beauty Queen caught 2.5 fish. Okay, yeah, when they were reeling in one of the fish, a barracuda came and chopped it and ate it. Ugh. So then Beauty Queen made her yummy key lime butter sauce, so Big Handsome must have cooked up the fish, some of the fish that they caught. Yeah. And then let your hopes, not your hurts, decide your future. Keep your wits about you. Yeah, this is more about some drama that I was going through. Oh, there's my babies. See? With their catch of the day. And our dinner. Yes. Okay. So that was that. And then, oh, this was so sweet. Oh my gosh, I remember this day. Okay, sunset cruise on the bay. This sweet croc sticker I got from Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. Unforgettable moments on the water. This right here is nautical map. Some ribbon I got in Happy Mail. Let's see, the background I did kind of like a sunset thing because my husband, we were all sitting and at the house, and my husband's like, oh, why don't we, get on the boat and go look at the sunset? And so it was so sweet. Yeah. During the day, it was too windy to go out on the boat, like fishing or whatever. So the four of us went out. Okay, so we went out and about during the day. All right. The four of us, that is me, my husband, my daughter, and her boyfriend. And then let's see. In the afternoon, when Beauty Queen and Eric got home, the boys were tinkering on the boat, and I said, let's go for a ride. Yeah, that's not common. So, oh my gosh. So here we are. Here we are. There's me and my daughter. I know it's hard to see. There's me and my beautiful hubby. There's the sunset. There's the three of us. Our son was working. And then there's my daughter and her boyfriend. Well, they're engaged now. LOL. Okay. And then my husband and he put on one of my favorite songs, and every time I hear it, I have to dance with my husband. So it's called Amazed by Lone Star. If you have not heard it, you have to listen to it. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. So my husband and I had a gorgeous dance on the bow of the boat to one of my favorite songs that just makes me think about him and how much I love him. And so I'll leave you there at that mushy station, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.